Alrighty then guys, I'm going to make a vegan keto matcha latte. Now there is a coconut matcha latte recipe in this vegan keto book by Liz McDowell. However, I don't have all of the ingredients for that one, so I'm going to do the matcha latte recipe in this book, Ketotarian by Dr. Will Cole. And page 233 is the matcha latte. Basically, from what I can tell, you water down some full-fat coconut milk, heat it up, and then blend it with matcha powder, coconut oil, and stevia drops. Okay, so the first step is to just heat some full-fat coconut milk and water in a saucepan. I'm using Kroger premium coconut milk. As you can see, it has solidified, but I'll put it in the saucepan. And then water, half a cup of water. Okay, and now basically just going to let it melt and then let it heat up until right before it would start to boil. Okay, it's a few minutes later. The coconut milk has melted, and I think it's right before it starts to boil. There's a little bit of steam coming off the fork. So I think it's ready to add to the blender. So I'm just going to go ahead and add the heated coconut milk and water to the blender. And going to do 1 teaspoon of matcha. 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, which that'll melt very quickly. And the directions say 2 to 4 drops of liquid stevia. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that was 4. Okay, put the top on and blend. Alrighty then. Okay, so there's a close-up. Vegan keto matcha latte. It's a few minutes later. I had to let it cool down a little bit. So here we go. This is my first taste of my first vegan keto matcha latte. That is good. It's not very sweet. I wonder if it needs a little bit more of the drops, but obviously I can taste the coconut and the matcha. Very fatty. It's very fatty. Actually, I can taste the stevia like as an aftertaste. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. Just a nice high fat, low carb, hot drink there. So like I said, I just want to talk about the books again real quick. Vegan Keto by Liz McDowell. This is 100% vegan information in this book. I actually have a video on this book, going over this book. I can post the link in the the description box. And then I also found this at the library the other day, Ketotarian by Dr. Will Cole, the mostly plant-based plan to burn fat, boost your energy, crush your cravings, and calm inflammation. This is pescatarian, vegetarian, and vegan information. It's mostly vegetarian from what I can tell so far. I mean, there's an egg on top of an avocado on the cover, so obviously it's not vegan. And then pescatarian, meaning some seafood stuff, and there's also vegan options in there. So I'm just kind of like going through this. And you know, whenever I read a non-vegan keto book, I just try to veganize the information. So yeah, just another video. I'm on week 6 of vegan keto, with the last couple of weeks doing cyclic keto, meaning weekends are optional with eating more carbs. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep going, man. I'm really liking uh, making these vegan keto videos and all the food and stuff. It's really interesting letting myself have all this fat and coconut oil and stuff. It's pretty interesting because I haven't had coconut oil and stuff in a long time. I didn't use oil for a while, but I'm willing to experiment with it now and see how it affects me and if I lose weight and stuff. But yeah, all that's for another video. This is more just for the making a latte video. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, it's a few minutes later and it just needs a little something. I think it needs to be a little more sweet, so I'm going to put a little bit of this Lakanto monk fruit sweetener in it and see if that helps. Alright. That is good. I think that helped. Just needed to be a little sweeter. So maybe a few more stevia drops, maybe a little monk fruit. But yeah, not bad.